Hi everybody, it's Roxana with Garden of Herbs TX, and I'm right here in my home. It's been a while since I've shot a video, but I've been packing and moving, and today is going to be the last video that I shoot from my home. And the next time I shoot a video, I hope to shoot a video from my new home. And if you remember, the last time I shot a video, I was telling you that I was moving. I'm staying here in Texas, but I wanted to shoot a video about an herb that has been growing in a pot. Many of you might be familiar with it, but some of you may not be familiar with it. It's called nettles. Stinging nettles is what I call it, because I got this probably in May. And in May, I got it as a little baby plant. And I mean, it was very little. And it was about this big. It had no more than 3 leaves on it. And I purchased it from Medicinal Gardens. It's really hot right now, so I'm not thinking properly. Strictly Medicinals. And they sent it to me through the mail. And there are certain times of year that you can purchase little baby plants from them. And I really wanted this plant because it has so many beneficial properties. I have purchased it through other companies as a dry herb, but I really wanted it because ever since I've gone to school and I've studied stinging nettle, and I've read about it in different books, I really wanted it as a fresh plant matter because stinging nettle, if you've ever read about stinging nettle, you know, just like I know, that it's really good for arthritis. It's good for like if you have a male that has prostate trouble. This is one that can be cooked with. This is an herb that's fresh and it's full of nutritious value. And so you want to be careful and not touch it. If you notice I'm not touching it like I've done in my previous videos, like lavender, you want to touch it and get it all in your hands and smell it. This one, you don't really want to touch it unless you might have on gloves or unless you're used to touching it. If it's really young, this is a young plant, but it's gotten to the stage where if you touch it, it's going to sting you. That's why it's called stinging nettle. But stinging nettle is mainly a northern, up in the northern states. It's all through the forest, and I keep it in part shade. I don't really let it get out in the sun. It can get kind of burnt on the leaves if it's really in a lot of sun. So I keep it kind of over up against the house where it gets like the morning sun, but in the evening it doesn't really stay in the sun like the scorching sun, because in the forest you notice the trees are kind of covering over it, so it gets some sun, but it kind of the shade of the trees kind of cover it, so it gets filtered light. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm letting it get filtered light, and it's beautiful jagged edged leaves, kind of, you know how you see the jagged tooth leaves on your peppermint. This is more pronounced. You don't want to just grab it, like I said, because you will get stung. You will get stung. There is different nettles, like purple nettle. You don't want to confuse it with that. This goes by another, just like nettles. Some people call it just nettle. But like I said, you don't want to confuse it with the purple nettle because it has different properties. If you have a lot of female problems, this is really good because it's high in vitamin B. And a lot of time, people will just get nettles tea and drink it during their monthly cycle, and it really helps with your monthly cycle. It's really good for both men and for women. It's good for digestion. It's got so many different properties, I'm probably not going to remember them all. But I just wanted to do a quick video. If you have prostate trouble, men love to take these in the capsule instead of just drinking them, because if you have prostate trouble, you're having problem with your urination. And I know a lot of people that I know that they want to take it in a tincture form. You can take it in a tincture form and it'll help you with your allergies, But if you take it in a tincture form, it does take away some of the nutritional value that you're needing for your prostrate. So when you take it in a tincture form, it won't really help you so much in the same way for your prostrate. So you might want to cook with it and take it in a capsule form. So when you turn it into a tincture, it doesn't do the same thing. So you really want to consult with a herbalist and find out what form and in what way nettles would be best for you and in what condition you're wanting to be treated for. But I really like having this as a fresh plant in the way you can preserve it and dry it, or use it even in a plant-based matter. You can just take it and dry it for a couple of days, and then you can start cooking with it. It's very nutritious in soups and stews. You can blend it up in a smoothie. It's just so, I'm not even mentioning all the things that it's good for. But I just wanted to jump on here and kind of show you. I mean, like, I don't know if you can see, it's in a pot like this. It's not very big, but this is July, and I started out with a baby plant, and literally it was about an inch tall, or maybe an inch and a half tall, and I put it in this pot, and every other day I would go by and make sure that it was moist. And then I mean, it's got like several, I mean, just look at how big it is. I kept it in the sun, and once I seen that it started getting really big, I kind of put it in the partial sun. And filtered light is what I would call it, filtered light, because you don't want to get it really burnt up. And then, I mean, it just took off, and you can see right here, I don't know if you can see that tip right there. It looks like it's going to get a flower on it. It's got new growth all over the pot. It's kind of dirty. As I move, where I move to, I will find a definite home for it where it has a little bit of filtered light. And that's why I did a lot of mine. I have my sage over here. I have a lot of things that I just knew that I was moving, so I put them in pots. You can definitely, if you're in an apartment or if you're in a home that you're renting or something like that, these plants will grow great in pots. So always be thinking, well, I don't think I can really use it. This will come back to year after year. It's a perennial. And so and I haven't used any fertilizer on this. This is something that is so nutritious, it will feed your soil. And you know, I didn't start out putting anything on it. You just have to have good soil, good potting mix to get started in, and it will just go wild on its own. And it's a very nutritious plant. So that's about all for now. I keep you guys updated. You know, this is something that is really good for arthritis, like I said. I'm just trying to think from my memory because I've packed everything away. Please leave me a comment and let me know if you use stinging nettle. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for everybody that is being patient with me while I go through this transition and move. I hope to have lots more coming very soon, but right now I'm moving, and so I'm not putting out as many videos as I would like to. And we're getting ready, and as soon as I get settled, I'll just start pouring out my heart to these videos. I love making videos, but please subscribe, please share these videos while you can. And thank you guys so much. Please leave me a comment, and y'all just have a blessed day. It's July here, and it is just burning up. It is really hot, but you guys consider getting some stinging nettle. It's an awesome herb. Okay, I'll see y'all in my new house next time when I get on. Bye for now.